How's the sound, Juro? Is everything okay? What's up, Juro? You hear me okay? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? You're good. Okay, let's load it up then. Okay. So where we left off is we're about to do an investigation. First murder happened. Unfortunately, it was for our assistant. And everybody think it's me. Yeah. Everybody thinks I killed her. Well, most people. See what you gotta say.
Help me!
Begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Alright. Aren't you going to help the investigation, Chi? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alright. I gently glanced my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Damn it. Why is this happening? Alright, so I guess let's go back to my room. Look around. Yeah. One. There it is. Oh, I guess I can't teleport right now. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Yeah, thanks. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remains. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. This might reveal something new. Alright. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the keys here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Nice. Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, sweet. So we got an alibi, sort of. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used to attack somehow? And plus, it has been taken out of the sheath. I had actually looked at the blade itself till now. I hadn't. I shouldn't be surprised it was coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of that blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Nice. What is this? Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Well, let's look at the bed. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? What did happen here? Scratches on the floor. There are scratches and gouges on all my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right. They're in the other room, if only I heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember all the rooms are completely soundproof? So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps it's another of Monika's strategies, creating the ideal setting for murder. True. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Sweet. This is the replica sword I brought back from self-defense. Does this mean it has been attacked somehow, and plus the sword has been taken out of it? So it's just the sheath, but, there's some scratches on the sheath that must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense that the sheath would be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slid off in the middle of the fight. So why do the scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Sweet, okay. That's probably gonna do the scratches again. Oh boy. No bad is still here, but I don't think they're relevant right now. Okay. Camera. Surveillance camera. They're using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. Just keep on watching. Toolkit still in here? Toolkit's still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mom.
What?
We ain't exactly
What?
moved to be building fucking furniture, right? So, you haven't used yours either then?
What?
No, just me.
What?
Not just me. Nobody busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Cool. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Hey, my trash can's knocked over. I can't talk about it though. There are scratches and gouges. This is evidence of a struggle. Looks like there must have been a fight. Rooms are completely soundproof. Remember if anything happens.
Well.
No, perhaps any other amount of strategies. Yo, dude, stop doing that. Okay, let's just talk to the people now. Whoop. Hey, Kyoko. quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
Who's Kilkyo? Bro, he sounds like somebody. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but why? But what? Nodding, she glanced around the room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as expected, there's something very unusual about your room. Yeah, all the gold. Yeah. Let's see what it is. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Huh, really?
Indeed.
Not one from the victim, not one hair from you, not even you've been living here, even though you've been living here. You know what? You mentioned it. I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Nice. Room cleanliness has been added to the truth. You just gonna bust that out? Nah, I'm a slob. I don't clean my room.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body. I mean, there's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand at a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find some bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? I mean, then he's just not gonna do it.
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. He's a slob. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey!
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether you or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of us come up with, I will follow your lead. My lead? Because we're cool? We got the tank on our side. I see. We got the tank! Mission accomplished. We look at the door. I should check the room first. Dude, I'm just trying to look at maybe someone broke in or something. Sarah, do you think I'm guilty
Hey.
too? You did this. Whatever it is. I will follow your lead. I see. Okay, look at all that. Can I do that again? Or is that gonna be nothing? It's one of the monitors gonna appear right on. Show them this little crest. Okay. Can I look at the door frame? I can. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door, green blood. Let's investigate the room now. Yeah. No, I can't let it go. Can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up right now. Forcing myself to push panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Eesh. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I I can't hesitate now. Why? Why does Sayaka have to die? Have to uncover the truth? Have to find out what happened? I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Oh, there's lettering. I looked past Sayaka on the wall behind her, and there I saw. What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now no time to think like that. I put out Monokuma file to verify what is said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist looks swollen and bloody, and that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittering. Oh, they tried to use a sword on her hand. Maybe it was like too dull. It definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how could only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to truth bullets. A stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she's already killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is where her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay. Leave the bathroom.
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Koto? The bloody numbers. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an inspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. The numbers. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting there, we found it. The way we found it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. Oh, that's why her finger's all bloody, because she was writing it with that finger. If you were to write something in the position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end with you remaining unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to your truth bullet section. Sounds like Yoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better than to ask the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
Drill, we're coming to you! There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door of your bathroom got broken? Broken? What do you mean, how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. It's been bathroom door frame. Okay.
Correct.
Door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kokyo said and shut the bathroom door. Open it right away, huh? The doorknob. wanna look. What the heck? Don't know, it's practically about to fall off. Dang, why is it like this? Because they couldn't figure out how to
It
open
would
the door.
seem
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Oh man, someone used their toolkit. Everybody pull out your toolkits. Yeah, so everyone's gonna have to pull out their toolkits. Whatever it was, it's obvious that it was intentional. Yeah, very well maybe. What if it was the whatchamacallit, the fanfic one? You know how he like drools every time he sees us or something? Maybe he got like super mad because it's not him in it or something. What? It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? Gee, I don't know, Makoto to kill her?
so.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. Yeah, he's super creepy. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a dozen realizations, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Just her. Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about this? Interesting. She had a slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Maybe? But they would have to get like a boy's tools in order to do it, right? Is it forgetting if I ever even there? She suddenly turned off and left the room. Bathroom door! I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Let's go to the trash can! I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was on that video. Why? Why would you I mean, I guess you would care, but why? On top of that, I'm sure some of the other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, leave the area. The first place I'm gonna go. Whoa, hello, Byakuya. Where's that from? Byakuya. Oh, Bleach, that's where it's from. They're all here. I'm going to the trash can. Oh, my room image? What was it like? Messed up or something? Oh, it's switched? Huh. Because normally I was right here. Huh, this is definitely my room, but the template has Sayaka's name on it. Huh. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the name template has my name on it. Yeah. Name template in the room and Sayaka's room were switched. All the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Maybe what's his face? Well, he said he wouldn't get into in the middle of it. But why would anyone do that? Door name template. Yeah, okay. I'll check her room. Can I go in? And I'm in. Check for clues. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again, I need to search for clues. All there is sewing kit and organ map. No useful clues. This is where I slept. I did not get able to depressed. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Ooh, I got more money. What's in the trash can? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Her DVD, yep. I got really upset after seeing whatever was on this video. I wonder what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Okay. The bathroom. Check out their doorknobs. Why do you keep on saying the same thing? You're not gonna get depressed, we know. That's about it, right? I mean, I could check this again. We'll see if the crest is on. This is one of the monitors my computer's on right now. It's just showing the school crest. I don't even want to think about when it might show up again on that thing there. Yeah, I was gonna go there next. To the trash. God, surrounded. A room for the DVD. Yeah. I'm gonna check the trash room since we're here already. Oh, it's locked off, huh? Nice. There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Alright. What about this door? No, not yet. Press the button. Looks like some kind of weird switch. Knife might be taken from like the dining hall. Wonder what it does. More coin. Monitor, Monokuma. Even here. What is this? There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. Oh no. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. The only person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning
No,
duty?
you can't go any further!
I guess we have to figure out who's on cleaning duty. This is stupid. I bet it'd be faster if I just go around and ask.
No, you can't go any further!
The only person on cleaning duty is allowed. Goodbye. To the trash. Truth bullets. Okay, that's pretty much it for this room. We got a clue from that. To the people in the hall? Alright. So somebody must have saw us switch rooms, switch our name templates. So maybe people were in like cahoots? Like, hey, I want this person dead. So break in for me or something? I don't know. They switch rooms or some crap. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you... Dude. I mean... It just so happens one goon talked to me yesterday and asked me if I to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the whole school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I bet you did. I was gonna start it this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you were on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. Who's talking to you, Byakuya? You need to get into the trash room, and the only person in cleaning duty has access to the key? What happens to the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered. What, okay?
so that's it.
That must be why. Children could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. Is that a big deal? Kind of feel sorry for the guy now. He just wants to help out. But I don't know. He could have just straight killed her.
You?
Liar! I know what you did.
Is it
I know you
like...
did. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it. Yeah, he kind of is.
There's no way
What are
to
you
think
talking
about
about?
this in a common
All my
sense
love
kind
is
of way.
2D. Yeah, I bet.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, then turn into...
Completely
never get tired of 2D.
unforgivable.
After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I'm voluntarily choose 2D. Dude, you ain't gotta breathe in my ears like that. Please. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and infection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi questionability and morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? Good. That's not what it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. What are you talking about? He's a nice person. So far. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, he wants a favor.
Without a doubt.
Surely you're not planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. What's that looking on the floor? There are shards of broken glass shattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Dude, what if it's the guy that was freaking out? Maybe he's like really, really good at acting. Who knows?
Is this perhaps?
Is that? Do you know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
The dude that's like the clairvoyant one. They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and you shall show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on a quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get that what you're trying to get to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? Yeah, the reference, yeah. The only one person it could be. They should still be in the gym, but I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. Alright. Oh, we didn't even see the other thing with talking to what's her face, Byako? There was like 2 purple ones. We picked one and she just walked off. Oh well. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. It's a shirt. Yeah. Yeah, we'll come up later. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning glove? Did he just reference Elvis Presley? Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape is part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all that's left from the evidence of the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. You wouldn't know. This isn't enough by itself to figure out the killer is. Burnt shirt. Okay. Don't press the button. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt that they're related to the big machine. Alright, what's inside the incinerator? This is the incinerator. It's weighted back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Oh my god. You see the green and yellow button next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Yeah. Someone turned the incinerator on. Yeah, strange. Quite certain it was off last time when I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
It was work of a fairy. For me, do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
Huh? Fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yeah, oh yeah, that's me.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Yeah, AV room first. Since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most
it should be impossible
suspicious.
for the incinerator to be on a head. So that seems someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. So, no, Yeah, that's what happened. He he threw all the stuff in there and threw his crystal ball at the button to turn it on. Cause he couldn't get in. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to your truth bullets. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. Yeah. Come on, Sherlock. Well, come on, Watson. Let's go.
Completely unforgivable!
What does it all mean, Miss Nagy? Will you be confessing soon? Yeah, sure. I threw a crystal ball because I have that in my room. Why me?
That's it!
Everyone
I'm
already
sure
knows
of
you
it!
did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out some kind of comic book fantasy. That's everything. Yup. Okay, this one. I keep on pressing the touchpad. Wait, whoa. Where? Wow, we'll go back to that. Yeah, the wavy room. The question is, how would he get the clothes over there? Maybe he threw the clothes too? I don't know. Oh, just stupid monitors. I'd say the same thing. Watch. Can't waste time worrying about what these monitors. Forget it. I need to just erase it from my memory. Well, if you want to say something about it. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put in the DVD in the player. Uh-oh. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She had been so important to her. When she was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. A vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float around out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Brutal. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that he was even able to get them? If that really did happen, everyone outside of the world must be going crazy. kind of person would take things this far? Let's look in the box. There's nothing inside. Alright, cool. Waste of time. Anything over here? I mean, the camera, but... yeah. Okay, where should we go next? Should we go to the, let's go to the dining hall, because I'm pretty sure that's where the weapon came from. Oh, you want to talk to the clairvoyant one first? Get some answers from him, maybe. Let's go. Unless he's not there anymore. Oh, there he is. Hey, hero, can I ask you something? Oh, no. Gotta get out of here. I gotta get out now. Had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Hey, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Uh-oh. It's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
Only bothered because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. Huh. Yeah. How? So how did it break?
What?
What, it actually just made of glass? Why not crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? Yeah. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without doubt that it belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have came out and just snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball. I mean, okay. Thanks, hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. Oh, and by the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much do you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for the fortune telling for 2 full years. God. Came out to like $1 million? What? Million? Pretty cheap actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. Okay. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Okay. Well, that's out of the way. Dude, that ain't gonna win. Yeah. $10,000. Let's go back here. That's... yeah, nah. Yeah. Where's this? Yep, sharp knives right over here. There's one missing, isn't there? There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to your truth bullets. One is gone. Okay, is there anything else I can? Nope. Okay, cool. Hey, Io. Yeah. Ayo. Hey, so do you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. The knife selling just disappeared like that. So, it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. When did you notice that one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Did you see who went in? In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Ooh, her account. Dun-dun-dun. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? Whoa, so much for her account. She doesn't even believe me. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, the one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together,
Aww.
I honestly have no idea. Oh no. Yeah, she'd be like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Oh no.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Oh, it's that red room that we can never go into.
Please go through the red door on the
Yeah.
first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Yeah, she's just gonna be like, no, nah.
You!
You're late, Makoto. We all been waiting for you. Yep. I bet you were afraid you would get discovered and murdered you all.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusion just yet. Save that for class trial. What if she did it? Like, then we can reveal the details of Makoto's crime. 11037. 11037. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both knew that all too well. I mean, yeah, I guess. But then, who is the killer? Let's see, let's look around. Who would do it? The one who murdered Sayaka. Probably a dude. Is really one of us. Everybody pull out your toolkits.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Into it. I guess I have no choice but to get into this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? Why would I be? No. Scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. Dude, she's in. Yeah, she's with the bear. She's gotta be. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. And Sayaka's on me. I swear if I find out who the killer is, as I raise my voice to try to give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I can feel my heart start to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The door was closed, the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. Wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, it's not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Obviously, to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Thanks. We finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's totally shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. They're not even seats. They're just... The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was a setup so everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. But we're not sitting, we're standing. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. He really likes that. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Company handbook. Bullets. Okay, sure. Oh, this is just like to recap everything I've learned already. That's probably not gonna help, but yeah. Okay. Do these presents do anything for me right now? It's too much. Alright. Okay. I think I just have the voice one that she gave me. I think Sayaka, yeah. Increase damage to the opponents when the statement is destroyed. Affected during a bullet time battle. Costs 3 skill points. I mean, that's all I got. All I got from everyone else was just more skill points. So... yeah, I got it. I wonder how many skill points I have. Well, only one way to find out.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Yep, we shall, Juro.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Uh-oh.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Someone could get resurrected.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
Maybe they're
Get
hinting
ready
at
to get
like the
started.
second game that has like 16 people.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives is on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, let's see what else we got to hear. As things progress, during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During this discussion, characters will speak on one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Which means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you have found during your investigation will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statement because your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Man, good thing I saved before this. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No! No! Oh, something was wrong with what you just said, but if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation of what happened to my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you weren't able to spot or refute anyone's lies or contradictions, the arguments will repeat. Okay. Within a group statement, some words will appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? Yes, I tried to press triangle, but it didn't do it. There was a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Yeah, I did. I missed by a little bit. The truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see them come up, take aim and fire, but you only make sure, only if you're sure it was actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument holding circle. Good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was
And the murder took place in
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Ooh, there it is.
No, that's wrong.
Nope. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Is that Meliodas? Oh, I don't know if you watched that.
A struggle?
But that might be.
Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, but you haven't seen Seven Deadly.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah. You idiot, God. We need to determine what used to kill Sayaka. The knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh, okay. I thought we were cool, man.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
I don't even like
What
you.
more proof do you need?
We switched.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you. Yeah. He just straight.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Why don't I just hang you by your stupid...
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Yep. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Unless I slept a while. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debate. Would you like to... Yeah. I'd like to hear more. I like to hear everything. You can concentrate by holding down R1. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. So I don't miss it, so I won't be able to miss again. On top of that, it will steady your aim and make it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating on this consumes a focus gauge. If the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Okay then, good luck. Have fun. What's my next bullet? Oh, I gotta make an argument. Oh, please be on my side.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
I'm not, Toko.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Yeah.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea in the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you're drinking the tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Okay, thank you.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
Okay. Well, your outlandish theory, let's hear
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Oh, this answers my question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So there's no point in an accomplice then.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
True.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
You got made.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Yeah.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Oh, dude, look at her face. So creepy.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
She's gonna say some random name and the whole thing's gonna go crazy.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh. Because I'm the one that took the knife. Yeah.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Huh? Okay.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
She's a threat.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
Yup.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school
Look,
regulations?
Toko, I'm gonna drag you by your stupid braids.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe it's the person that they...
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Yeah, he did her bad.
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who is it?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
To drag this out for suspense.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, was it someone who's not here anymore? Are you talking about
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that in the first place. She was trying to protect herself. Because she was always like, I want to protect myself with something. And we never got it. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Yeah, Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Well, I mean, somebody tried breaking the room earlier, so you would too.
When she came into the dining
not you,
hall,
'cause you
she didn't even
straight
look
killed
at
that
us.
person
She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it?
Yeah.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh my god, we're still on this. Everyone pull out your toolkits. That's the only way
What?
to do this. Come on, pull them out. Toolkits right now.
See? He did do it after all!
Oh, dude, she's into this. Look at her face.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I didn't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder if I don't do something. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
Dude, she knows.
Wouldn't you say?
She knows exactly who the killer is. She knows how it happened. She knows where it happened. I mean, we know where it happened. But she ain't saying nothing.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Talk about the door. Talk about the door.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
One, or she's just straight with the bear.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, talk about your door, dummy. Your first hangman's gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. What's this about? As things advance further in class trial, the hangman's gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal the important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters are already known. To complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Oh god. Use the left stick to aim and triangle button to shoot the desired letter. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. This gauge is 0, or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we just figured that out, what that something is, the gambit. Hangman's gambit. Okay, Oh, no. Yeah, hi. Oh no. Is it exit? Hi.
Now I understand.
Hair. Oh my god, idiot.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
What do you got to add to this?
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Wait, what?
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Talk about your door. Come on already.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
It was all messed up.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer showed get into the bathroom and the evidence that proved it is the object the killer broke. Where is it? This one.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Oh no! I should have picked the door frame.
The doorknob?
Oh god!
The doorknob
no.
for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Maybe I did the right thing.
See how the top part was unscrewed?
I guess either one.
And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Now we talk about the
Let's
door frame.
take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
It's kind of bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first. This is key points are there's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yeah, let's keep learning. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Wow. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use the truth bullets on one wrong, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail, of course. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Why can't we talk about the door frame? Like, hey, yo, you gotta... Oh, there it is. That's one.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Ah, right there.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
You're right.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Let me tell you why.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Okay, you can. Cool.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
I was lucky that I had the door so I can clear everyone's suspicion.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Oh, the nameplates are switched.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced that the bathroom door was locked, so I didn't know the door couldn't be locked. In other words, the more important details about the scene. Wait, what happened? In other words, the more important details about the scene because they didn't know that it was my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Yeah, Jarrell, good thing you spotted that.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Shut up, Yuppie.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which is everybody here except for me and her.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, stupid. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I don't know, but it wasn't me.
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Can we just...
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Don't know.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, the
Oh, as a matter of fact, I
Oh.
do have one question.
Then sword.
Oh, you...
Oh, Celeste does not like...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh, true.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Uh-oh. They're gonna think I was the, like...
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Can you pick the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made
Oh,
it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Come on. Particularly because how frightened she was. The answer is right there. There's no way Sayaka would do something because... evidence of a struggle. Oh, so that's your evidence. No, I mean, maybe... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I just speak your statement, so let's hear it. Oh, no.
Shoot!
Oh, no. Looks like I just... Oh, no, I picked the wrong thing. Better service, though. Because she is... particularly because how frightened she was. What did she tell me to do? There's no way I can someone because... What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That one. Yeah,
I got it!
right.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Thank you very much, Watson.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Ooh.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about just in 5 minutes. I need to see my room. Check nameplates to make sure you don't get in the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Oh, so she used the notepad in my room to do that message.
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Did not
No, I didn't. But...
Uh-oh.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
But who else would she talk to? She didn't really...
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
Ooh.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Sure, creepy doll.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Make your argument. Dorm nameplate.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
I messed up. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is because she got switched to my side.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was sitting.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So she switched.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The only person who could have switched the nameplates, the only person who knew that switched it.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Maybe?
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
Maybe she did want someone to kill her. So you think she knew who the killer was before and written a note to him?
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Yeah.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Well, yeah, then...
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Yeah, it is.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes, to break her wrist.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Nothing.
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
There you go.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Say the specs. The reason why I know Sayaka's wrist broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Thinking everything.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Oh, thanks for stealing the thunder.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Sure. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. It's a bit more to learn. Yes, sure, let's learn. Are you getting used to non-stop debates? Kinda. Starting the next debate, we'll start loading multiple truth bullets in your truth cylinder. Okay. But just like the weak spot, only one of those bullets can actually refute that proper statement. Do I have to switch between the bullets? In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. I do. Alright, if you come up with the wrong combination, you'll get damage to your influence gauge. You press L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press L1 to release, cycle through each bullet, or hold down the boom beneath the less specific bullet. Oh, okay. Oh, just in case we have like 7 different ones. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Hey, we did it. Okay. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to... Oh no, why do you gotta do that to me? Then? Well then, good luck and have fun. So, it doesn't even matter, you're just gonna straight go to me? Thanks. Make your argument. Replica sword, kitchen knife set, replica sword, sheath, okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Started with the sheath.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Oh, she tried to stab it away from him.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Oh, she tried to kill the guy. Oh no.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
She was set and ready. Hey, come in. Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
She probably would have, like, switched the nameplates again and probably pinned it on me.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out.
Yeah.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No, because...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
No, she stabbed it again and...
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Oh yeah, that's why her wrist was broken, because she attacked the sheath, he pulled the sword away, sheath is gone, now it's just the blade. He threw the sword to where the hand was of the blade to knock it out of her hands. She then ran away. The guy tried to go in there because he was mad to kill her, because she tried to kill him.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body shows she's never used a sword. If you want to use a sword, what part of your body will touch it? Her palm.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Oh yeah, with the broken wrist. Let me wash the hands.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
I'm gonna say yes this time.
No, that's not it at all.
There's only Sega wish I had to go clean her hands because We always talk about. Oh yeah, the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different! You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
Hmm? I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
She does.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yes.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms
She wanted to pin it on me? I knew it.
was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
I knew it.
That would also explain why she would switch the
Ooh,
nameplates.
she was creepy.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because
what? Because Makoto?
Hey!
Because what?
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Okay.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Okay.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Who would she want to kill? Someone who she thinks she'd be able to kill. So You know it's not Hina or Sakura. It's not Kyoko. It's not that dude. Freaking the biker gang guy. Could it be the baseball guy? Or Byakuya? Yeah, it's probably Byakuya, cause the dude, he was like a jerk to everybody, and he's not the, she probably thought she could take him. Let's see. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Oh, make your argument. Or was it him? Dying method.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Ooh, dying method.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, probably him.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
He had no idea.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Oh,
written in her own blood.
Yeah,
there must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Yeah, if we need to.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Oh yeah, the N was like missing.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Yeah, I mean, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
She had to solve it for Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Gee, I don't know, guys. Put it together. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name is 180 degrees. It becomes crystal clear. Select someone. Oh. Hey.
Here's my answer. key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Yeah, we got him.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Oh, the shirt? Incinerator. No.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Oh, it was his own shirt.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
For no reason, but I'm sure which is the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something we need to pay attention to figure out. How is it supposed to? Where it was disposed of? When? Oh no! Will become clear. What do you mean? It's not you really even the time was destroyed. I don't think you do.
Shoot!
Ow, yeah. But I'm sure we're just able to get rid of. There's something
I got it! If we look closely at how
Yeah.
the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Baseball.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Yeah, 30 feet. The dude's.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
He knows too much, though.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was no way to use the center without being the one who knew exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Oh, good. We're into another debate. Yep, the baseball star. Just share every piece of the ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned on the incinerator. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It would have been much more challenge for the killer, the ultimate baseball.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. In every case, one last element to bring to class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You have to produce the flow events for the case to form of a comic book. However, you will notice that the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X, holy cow, you'll get a hint. That might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck. Okay, so the last one is gonna be this one. Which is why the evidence was damaged. Where's the shit? Oh, that's okay. Okay. killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own. What did they do next? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. It's the... that's why. Okay. You see, I was reading it the wrong way. First one Sayaka attacked the killer in the knife, they noticed something in the room. Use the object effect. Okay, this one goes here. First one Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife. They noticed something in the room. The sword. What do they do next? Take it up. No, that's what that is. Press the bathroom door, they logically way. After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last strength to do something behind her. The killer used an iron room to help dispose of the evidence. Okay. Thank you for the help, Drill, because I was lost. I thought this was over here at the end. Is that everything? The killer through the insert was
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Right to left.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Uh-oh. I need to rearrange this events in case. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it was that one. Whoops.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I'd told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
Yep.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Got.
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Evidence, your first bullet time battle. At the beginning, would you like to do this? Yes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sometimes during the class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. This happens, you will engage them in head-to-head battle. We like to refer to as bullet time battle, aka BTB, BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh. Maybe match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Oh, okay. Okay, see? Press X buttons to lock on an opponent's statement and destroy the statement you've locked on with the triangle at the tempo marker reaches the center. I'm gonna fail. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be in pain. Yeah, thanks. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep it going in a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Yeah, I think so too, but... So watch out for that. Do you enough damage and your opponent's weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press triangle to shoot it down with a truth bullet. Like any other statement. Retrieve the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your fluence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Okay. What? Okay. Here we go.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to destroy and pseudo evidence of Leon's the killer. I have to show I need to figure it out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Oh, dude, no.
Not a chance! It wasn't me!
What?
Stupid!
What are we doing?
You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid!
Oh, that's...
You lie! Shut up!
Oh.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
I'm over here.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking!
Okay. Okay.
Where's your proof?
What'd I say?
This should prove it.
I panicked.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
That's what I was doing.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Then that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
See, if we would have pulled out the toolkits like in the beginning of this, we would have been solved.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid! Stupid!
Oh, he's gonna break down.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Results. What did I do? Did I do okay? Yeah. I got an 8. What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Yeah.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
Thank you very much, Watson.
Always
glad.
Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
We can get punished for not voting?
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma votes. Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The black in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
was none other than Leon Kawada. Nothing to say.
Huh?
Guy.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with me?
I didn't have a choice.
Did not have a choice. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you would have been the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Do you expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle that, what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. You're probably waiting for me. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. Yeah, when she broke. Yeah. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant, like killing somebody. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
that's when it happened. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Yup. That's why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it? Everything? It's all your fault. Suddenly, in the frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Don't do that, stupid. But...
That's enough.
Oh. And as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would have leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, Since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Mm-hmm.
You mean execution?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second!
I don't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. I mean, after you broke her hand, and she was locked in there, you could have just left.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense?
Hmm.
When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closest to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because he's to blame. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Me? If it weren't for you, this would never would happen to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation. That mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with the sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
Thrills, chills,
let's hurry up and get up what everyone's
kills!
been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
You.
Hey,
No more begging,
come
no
on
more
now!
excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society's demand.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Oh. Wow, we just gonna sit there and watch him die? 1,000 blows. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Oh, he did. Extreme. Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Yeah, what do you say? What's going on? I mean, you know what's going on.
I can't take it.
Can't take it anymore. These rules have been... Do you really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. I mean, just stop
Well?
killing each other. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties to the outside world except living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You may make it sound like some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in that case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass until we're done. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you don't do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regret from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut off free. We can't cut free of the outside world being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Oh, guess we're not trapped. Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here together forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden here, just like before.
Thrills, chills,
Let's get back to the black
kills!
confession that's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I have to say. I got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Yoko. Uh-oh. Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Yo. I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out all the mysteries of this case yourself. You want me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Even though the thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool being such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's the fact. That's a fact that you can never change. But even still, at the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't even ask her.
However,
Even if even if you can't ask her, you can't infer it, don't you think? You can infer it. Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message if she didn't care. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that was what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. Oh, he's gonna say psychic. Yep, I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. That's sad. To survive. What's the second one? I got an item, despair bat present. Huh. Dude, he took that thing. Should I overwrite the trial? Or one of these? Yeah. I mean, if you want to. Yeah. Well, never mind. Yeah, we should. Pre-trial prep. Alright. Oh. Alright. Okay. Well, we finished our first debate. Well, man, dude. I mean, it wasn't hard, but I wonder how complex it'll get. Hopefully I can get better at everything. Especially the whole, like, trying to knock back the rhythm thing. That thing screwed me up big time. That and aiming right. Well, the music is very ominous. With that... Okay, well... Thank you very much for the help, Darrell, aka Watson. Unfortunately, I have work tomorrow, and I have to sleep. Good night, stream. Good night, Darrell. Thank you for being the moderator for today. And thank you for the help. Good night.